Hi everyone, I just thought I'd put up a little video to explain a little bit more about my stories. I started writing. It all started with a story in infant school that I had to write. We all had to make up a story, and I wrote one about a potion made with a chemistry set that was put in a cup of tea that was drunk by Mum, and threw out the window, and we haven't seen her since the story ended. And basically I did struggle with English, and I still struggle with it to this day. I really would love to be able to go back to school and take English and be able to refresh my memory on that. The ideas come quite easily, but it's everything else. I'd really love to learn the craft properly. It's just finding the time with work and everything. So, which is probably why it makes it easier to read any story I've written out onto a video on YouTube. I'm 39 years old, and when we had to write this story about the chemistry set and the potion, I was 11, and the teacher put on it that I had a very good imagination. And so far, it all started about 5 or 6 years ago now. I came up with a story called Passes the Matchmakers, which is on YouTube, and it's basically about a young girl who's grown up with fairly severe health problems, wrapped in a cotton wool, until she gets to the age of 35. She's still living at home, and she suddenly realises she's never had a boyfriend, never really had a life of her own. So she decides to move back to Liverpool, where she was born, and things really go from there. She meets the girl next door, who has a little boy called Charlie, and they make firm friends, and she introduces her to her ex-brother-in-law, and that's where it all goes from. I won't spoil the rest of the story. But that's that. I've also come up with Who's Saving Whom, which I may get around to putting up one of these days. As I say, I get fairly worried about it because I just don't know anything. I can come up with the ideas, as I say, punctuation and things like that are just difficult for me because I just don't know what I'm doing with it. I really would, as I say, love to go back and relearn all that if I could. And that's basically the whole story for the minute. I really enjoy doing it. It's just finding the time and practicing. So I do hope you enjoy them if I get to putting any more up, and I'll let you know about anything else I put up. Thanks for listening. Bye now.